Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Hello, African Diaspora News family. My name is Reneilwe Morema, and I am your host right here on the African Diaspora News channel. I'm reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. So I came across a video on X or TikTok, one of the social media platforms, of this young lady saying that her aunt is taking out her nieces and nephews from school, or pulling out her nieces and nephews from school because there is an influx of Black people being admitted to that school. So it seems like that school was only admitting white learners, or there was a lot of white learners as opposed to Black learners. So now there's an increase of Black learners being admitted to school, and now the aunt was like, not on my watch. She has so many Black learners here. The school is going to turn ghetto. It's going to become ghetto. So yeah, let me pull out my kids from that school so that they can get a proper education in a white-only school, because Black people, please believe it or not, in South Africa, Black people in South Africa have equated efficiency to whiteness. If there is no white people involved, there is no efficiency and there's no progress, and nothing good will come out of it. So this woman is explaining all of that, but she's saying it in Zulu. So that was me translating it to you. What she said, the aunt is pulling them out because the influx of Black people or Black learners in that school will decrease the value of that school, meaning that the school won't be a top performing school when it's time to read top school achievements in the region or their particular region. Well, check out this video. We'll come back and have a short discussion, because I have fallen short, or not fallen short. I have also once upon a time in my life, I was a victim of such a mentality. Can I say that? I lost my words there for a few seconds. I was just trying to, find the proper wording for it. I don't want to sound vulgar because I can go there. So I was once a victim of that mentality where my school now had an increase of Black learners, and, they tried to pull me out of that school. Well, let us have a short discussion after that clip.
You know what? I just saw a video, Wandeles Pelele, speaking about people that think that they are the custodians of soft life, to an extent where they actually feel some sort of disdain whenever you have access to the same thing that they have access to. And it just made me remember of clever Blacks that do that. Guys, kukwabando abamnyama that actually get so angry, and I mean literally furious, when other Black people actually find eating spots the same as them, and travel destinations, brands, like they get to an extent of even like starting to actually berate that specific brand or that eating spot or that travel destination because more Black people are actually affording it. They did the same thing with Bali. All of a sudden, go Bali, low entry level, all because other Black people can actually afford to go. They do the same thing even with the brands. Michael Kors at a point was a big thing. Believe it or not, it was a big thing. I mean, it wasn't Louis Vuitton or whatever, but Michael Kors was Michael Kors. But ever since more Black people started actually having access to it, they started actually speaking down on it. Now, I cannot necessarily speak of the brand because I don't know what the hell they be releasing sometimes. But like, it was a big brand. But ever since Coach is even more hilarious, because America, Coach takes like a Target before by revamp, and then they are what they are now. It's the same thing. Uribok also did the same thing here in South Africa. Uribok and Sakumbula finisa kumbula why takes like a dance, no loction culture. If ukulele elokishini, like no bukule unala boxing boot ka loction culture kunye neza Reebok a push ins as a blue and white. Not sure if you actually still remember those. The OGs will. I had both, as I should, but now Reebok has completely like remade its whole model and uturu ke ngoku.
So that lady is saying that, and sadly, a lot of African parents, Black South Africans, I should stop saying Black South Africans because we are the natives. They are the settlers. We are the natives. A lot of South Africans strongly believe that if there's an influx of Black people or there's a Black management at their offices or wherever, nothing will get done and nothing good will come out of that operation. They have equated effectiveness to whiteness. They believe that the inclusion of white people or the involvement of white people at a greater scale will yield good results. That's a lot of there's that mentality, because I remember one point of my life I went to Capricorn High School in Polokwane. Those that know Capricorn High School, shout out. I went to that school. So but when I was entering the school, the former principal was stepping down, and the former principal was white, and there was a new principal that was appointed, a Black principal, Mr. Chweni. So a lot of white learners disappeared. We all knew that Capricorn High School was that high school that was respected and feared and top achieving, And immediately when the Black principal stepped in, suddenly the school's value has decreased. Suddenly, Capricorn is not seen as that notorious school that is known for yielding good results. Suddenly, people are looking down at Capricorn High School, and there have been whispers on the street saying, yeah, Capricorn High School has turned into a delinquent school. It is like a juvenile jail. Nothing good will ever come out of that. Like, there were a lot of talks, and even white teachers were quitting. A lot of white teachers were asking for transfers to go to Afrikaner schools like PHS and Tom Nodia. Those that know PHS and Tom Nodia in Limpopo, you know what's up. You know that a lot of white teachers from Capricorn High School migrated to your schools. So, yeah, a lot of parents and a lot of people have equated efficiency to whiteness, and I don't understand why. And lo and behold, obviously the talks and everything devalued Capricorn High School. A lot of kids, white kids particularly, a lot of white learners were no longer, not admitted, but they no longer applied to Capricorn High School, and there was an influx of Black learners and not a lot of white learners at schools. So it was white and coloreds and Indians there and there. And the racism that we experienced from our teachers is appalling, to say the least. I'm not going to say a lot about Capricorn High School. It is a good school. Mr. Chweni, the Black principal that got in power, or that was appointed as the new principal as I was going to high school, as I was going to grade 8, did a wonderful job. He produced good performing learners that are doctors today. So for people to look down on Mr. Chweni, annoying. It annoyed me. Even, and even my parents at some point shared the same sentiment. And I feel like it's taught behind the scenes. I think it's taught behind the scenes of a lot of Black homes that, indoctrinate their children into believing that if there's a lot of Black people or an influx of Black people in a particular area, nothing good will ever come out of that. It's taught. It's really taught behind closed doors. And there's something we need to get into and dissect. And, trust in our capabilities, trust in our abilities to achieve greatness. We are people at the end of the day, white, Black, we all bleed the same, and no one bleeds diamonds. What do you think about this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't